Resonance and harmonic resonance. Resonance and harmonic resonance may explain the phenomenon of instantaneous, remote, and interdimensional communication. Resonance occurs between things of like vibration. For example, mothers and children, identical twins, or lovers can sometimes feel each other's emotions, thoughts, or situations when they are apart. This occurs through their shared vibration and their bond. It's like they're tuned into the same radio station. Additionally, resonance could explain why sometimes when you think of someone, he then calls you on the phone. It is a powerful force that draws together harmonious components in our world. Harmonic resonance is resonance that reaches interdimensionally. There are dimensions of reality, other than this 3D one that we live in, that exist within different ranges of vibration on a continuous scale, vibrating at a higher or lower rates. Perhaps our musical scale is a section of that continuous scale, because harmonic resonance is best described through music. For example, when a C note is struck on a piano, all the other C wires in the piano will start to vibrate, even though they haven't been touched. Similarly, our vibration on Earth affects other dimensions, perhaps because the continuous scale of vibration is like the musical scale in how it responds. Imagine flicking a light switch and having it turn on lights that illuminate scattered trees in a huge park. Harmonic resonance is like that, with the distant trees being other dimensions instantly affected by us. Joy, gratitude, and love resonate with like energies and dimensions, thus expanding the presence of these beautiful qualities in our lives and world. It naturally follows that when we vibrate at a place of frustration or struggle, those vibrations creatively expand into the world as well. When I asked Jesus to expand on this, he said,
"When one strikes a note on earth, it is heard throughout the universe, not only in the divine dimensions, but in all places and levels. For this reason, there is no way to constrain the effect of what we do on earth. Not only does this offer us a conduit to higher worlds and potentials, but it also means that our every action and word is harmonically shared and thus introduced into the soup of universal existence. When we become aware of our actions, thoughts, and manners of being on earth, we become blessings as opposed to the alternative. Our vibrational offering is seeding our energy and our entire lives into the fiber of the universe. When this is known, and one attains a practice to ameliorate the extremes of earthly life, it is a great blessing."
Scalar, or compression waves, can explain Jesus' amazing statements. They are standing waveforms that some scientists theorize create the substrate within which all resonance occurs. They are a form of sound and vibrational waves that have a memory. Compression waves result from movement. They are analogous to sound waves, but their effects are instantaneous and persistent. They continue on and on. A boat moving through the water, sound through air, electricity through a wire, and spoken words all create scalar waves. The universe is filled with them, constantly moving at all levels of creation. It's not a huge leap from here to realizing the connection between our every action, thought, word, and emotion, and the profound and lasting impact each makes throughout the universe. Perhaps this explains how the register of our every action and thought is available to those who can read it, as in the Akashic records. and how we, as individually and as a collective, have created the difficulties we are facing now on Earth. We live in a vibrational soup and cannot control where our vibrational touch goes, which means that our loving and our destructive thoughts are ever present in the universe. Dancing with the universe. I remember one evening turning on some music in my office. Oddly, I didn't recognize the CD that was playing. I started dancing with reckless abandon. I love to dance. I thought to myself, I'm dancing all alone. But then I realized in a lucid instant that no, that wasn't possible. I was dancing with the entire universe. I froze in mid-movement, smiled, and welcomed the universe in as we danced on. In that instant, I realized that whatever I was offering in any moment was what the universe was receiving. Knowing there is a factor of infinite expansion in action in the universe is a really clear incentive to clean up my emotional act. One of the practices I have taken up as a result of my dance is to monitor my offering to the universe. It reminds me of a message from my guidance, which said, "Offer only unto the present moment that which you hope to receive in the next moments for eternity." Resonance, harmonic resonance, and compression waves are some ways to explain how we are dancing with the universe all the time. I wanted to hear what Jesus would say about the permanence of our actions, and asked him, "Jesus, is there a memory of the harmonic relationships of our thoughts, emotions, and actions as well?"
Yes, of course there is. No matter what occurs on earth and in the hearts of men, there is a record of it, not only in the ethers, but also in the very neurology of the individual. This is how a happy person looks youthful and vibrant, and an angry person is wizened and taut. So it is the vibrational signature that holds matter in form, and that is also why matter and our bodies are flexible and changeable. We may reconfigure at any time what our body looks like by defining or representing a different vibrational signature. What often occurs is that people don't realize the power of their thoughts, and they continue to dwell upon those things that don't support their true desires in life. Their thought vibrations then manifest or continue in the physical form. So your true work is to lighten up your thoughts, and all else will follow.
I've seen firsthand how my inner vibration affects how I look. When I love and am connected to my spirit and happen to look in the mirror, I am astonished by how young I am. And when I am joyful and open-hearted, I find people respond in that way too. We are creating our bodies and redefining our worlds one moment at a time, one thought at a time, and one choice at a time, leaving a record of what we have created and reaching places we had no idea even existed. Knowing that the thoughts of unity and feelings of unconditional love that access Christ consciousness are the same as the ones that assist us to create consciously can help us navigate this new territory. There is a special quality of energy that emanates from us when we pray, bless, love, or consciously connect with nature. It is the same energy found in sacred places and healing wells, and in divine dimensions. Unconditional love in higher dimensions. I once stumbled into the divine non-physical world by chance. I was lying on my bed in the early evening. I had taken a shower and was very relaxed. I was practicing a breathing technique I had just read about when strong tingling began at my feet and enveloped my body upward. It was a pleasant and intense feeling. When it encompassed my whole body, a veil lifted, and all of a sudden, like a channel change on TV, there were the heads of two old men in profile, bathed in bright light. I was filled with unconditional love, something I had no memory of having ever experienced before. I felt so good, but these words fall short of conveying its depth. Telepathically, one of them said, "Oh, I can't believe you're here so soon." And I thought, oops, what have I done? And then simply basked in the love, not wanting it to end. Now I wish I'd thought to ask a few questions. Afterward, in my delightful confusion, I wondered, where was I? And if that was God, why were there two of them? It was only later that I realized that I had stumbled into the afterlife, and that there are many spiritual guides assisting us behind the veil in non-physical dimensions. They guide our journeys in response to our intentions, thoughts, desires, emotions, and requests for help. Unconditional love was the quality of the dimension that I opened to. It was radiant and filled me completely. In radiating the unconditional love of the Christ, we speak the same language that the Creator speaks, and this is where the fun begins. Manifestation. Remote effects like the Milosevic meditations are just the tip of the iceberg of what we are capable of. I hope I don't send you over the edge into disbelief, but in vibrational alignment with divine energy from the Source, we are not only powerful creators over distances, but can manifest our physical needs, such as food, shelter, safety, water, and even wine. It seems impossible, yet there are people who demonstrate such things. Manifestation is not your usual conversation topic among friends and family. Most people don't believe that we have this potential, and this lack of belief creates its own limitation. When you think you can't, you can't. To manifest, you must know it's possible. It is available not from the outer world, but from the inner world. The inner world projects the outer world into being. You must therefore go inward to manifest as the Christ. Truly knowing something comes only from personal experience. It is from knowing that you are a creator, that the Christ or God power lies within you, that your life may be transformed, and a new world becomes possible. You must claim this knowing for yourself, because no one else will ever bestow it upon you.